Edward's Day Out, written by the Reverend W. Awdry. Once upon a time, there was a little engine called Edward. He lived in a shed with 5 other engines, and they were all bigger than Edward and boasted about it. They said, "The driver won't choose you again. He wants big, strong engines like us." Edward hadn't been out for a long time, and he began to feel sad. Just then, the driver and fireman came to start work. They looked at Edward and said, "What's the matter? Are you feeling sad? Would you like to come out today?" Then Edward said, "Oh yes, please." So the fireman lit the fire and made a nice lot of steam. Then the driver pulled the lever and Edward puffed away and he blew his whistle. "Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!" The other engines were very cross at being left behind, and away went Edward to get some coaches. "Look at me! Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!" At last, Edward found the coaches, and they said, "Oh, please be careful, Edward. Don't bump and bang us like the other engines do." So Edward came up to the coaches very gently. The coupling was fastened, and the coaches were very pleased. "Oh, thank you, Edward. That was kind. We are glad you're taking us today." So they went to the station where the people were waiting. Here we are, here we are, here we are, here we are, here we are. Oh, come along and get in quickly, please. Everyone got in quickly, and Edward waited happily for the guard to blow his whistle and wave his green flag. He waited and waited, but there was no whistle or green flag. Edward began to get anxious. Where is that guard? Then the driver and fireman went for help, but Edward began to get cross. Are we ever going to start? Just then a little boy shouted, "Here he comes!" And there the guard was, running down the hill with his flag in a hand and his sandwich in the other. He ran onto the platform, blew his whistle and jumped into his van. And Edward puffed away. Here we go, here we go, here we go. He did have a happy day. All the children waved as he went past. And he met old friends at all the stations too.
Good day, Stephen. Nice to see you again. What's happening on your branch line, eh? Oh, well, I've been promoted to take bigger trains. And I can blow steam much easier as well. Speaking of steam, I've got to go. Goodbye. You worked so hard today. We'll take you out again tomorrow. Hooray.
He worked so hard that the driver promised to take him out the next day. He told all the other engines at the shed that night, "I'm going out again tomorrow. What do you all think of that, But he didn't hear whatever they thought, for he was so tired and happy that he fell asleep instantly.